Eric O'Aaron here. How you doing this evening? I've been listening to this latest flap about Barack Obama's church, and to me, it just strikes me as so irrelevant. I'm amazed that in a country that constitutionally recognizes the separation of church and state, that whether it be Mitt Romney or Barack Obama or John F. Kennedy, whoever is getting hurt in a fundamental way by issues that have to do with religion. It almost seems to me, I hate to do this, I hate to say this, but white America, it looks like you're throwing the N word at the black fundamentalist churches. What goes on there is important work, not just on the spiritual level, but also on the social level. In these so-called back of the bus churches, they also just do essentially what white middle class kids do. Well, not just white, but that middle and upper income kids do at every friggin' university on the continent and on the planet, to throw around ideas to raise consciousness, to embolden and empower those who are in circumstances that can be improved, to participate in the process of improving that. Now, you don't go into church and start preaching, what is wrong with you, when you're living in a circumstance where it's abundantly clear, even to the youngest of people, that the circumstance that is being played out in your life does not match what the sort of middle class ideal is in the United States, as shown on television and ad infinitum and ad nauseum. Whether it's my beloved Leave It to Beaver, or the Brady Bunch, or the Huxtables, or whomever, the American dream of a middle class lifestyle is out of the reach of many people, and they need to find ways to engage with their society. If you're going to cut off this kind of social consciousness raising that happens, it means that you're going to have to shut down all the Bachelor of Arts degrees all over your country, because the same thing is happening there. I know that because I have a number of degrees already. I have a Bachelor of Arts, a Bachelor of Social Work, I have a Master's in Social Work, and I have all but my dissertation and a PhD in Sociology. So I'm not just speaking through my hat. So, we have a bad situation here, and America, you're starting to look kind of bad, especially when the other Democratic candidate is the one who's doing the biggest shit kicking about this. Somebody with a black husband is now running against black churches in the United States. I find it, well, I suppose it's ironic, but it just shows such a tremendous lack of judgment that again plunked and plooped and plopped on top of this Bosnia story is this ridiculous behavior on behalf of the Clinton campaign for president. So, I guess if you're an American, you want to make sure that your religion is sanctioned by government leaders that are running for president, and presumably will, because you got to have an official religion, and one that speaks in a certain way and doesn't have too much of an accent, and doesn't, God help you if you're chicken choking, Rastafarian or something, because you probably will, at this rate, lose your citizenship within 3 months of a Clinton White House. Obviously, a little bit of an exponential exaggeration, so let's make it 4 months. Thanks. You got to think about these things, America. Don't claim that you're separating church and state when you're trying to blow a black man out of the water because of the liberation theology stance that is taken by the black activist churches in the States, and quite frankly, most evangelical churches and many conservative Christian churches, take this same view. So, indeed, under people like Paulo Freire and Hans Kuhn, liberation theology is more than just a fun romp in the church pulpit. It's a serious activity that has extremely important consequences, positive consequences. It's creating with positive spiritual energy to be participating in liberation theology if you're a member of an oppressed community. Blacks are certainly that. Women are that as well. Essentially, anybody who's not a white Anglo-Saxon male person is at somewhat of a disadvantage. And if your church looks a whole lot different than Bill and Hillary's, then God help you. That's my piece for today. Peace out.